Good afternoon, friends. My name is Nayaswami Padma, and I'm here today to bring you Quatrain 22 of Yogananda's Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam Explained. And I'll read the quatrain first, and then I'll play Swami Kriyananda singing it. And we that now make merry in the room, that they left and summer dresses in new bloom. Ourselves must be we beneath the couch of earth descend, ourselves to make a couch for whom? Okay, let's hear it musically.
Stanza 22. And we that now make merry in the room they left, and summer dresses in new bloom. Ourselves must we beneath the couch of earth descend, ourselves to make a couch for whom? Paraphrase. As others, one by one, rise silently and leave the room of life, we here continue to make merry, as though hoping by festivity to postpone the hour of our own departure. Proud in our roles, we display to the world these new costumes, our treasured bodies. Rarely do people pause to reflect that their bodies will become dust someday. Each one in turn will fertilize the moist earth, that other and still other rose bushes of human beings may grow and bloom.
It seems to me that this first quarter of the quatrains in the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, or perhaps it's the first third, because I believe there's about 75, that they talk a lot about, they refer to the cycles of life and death that we all experience. And in the Eastern teachings, it's explained as reincarnation. And so living, I remember Swami Kriyananda telling us years ago that he was Yogananda's direct disciple and Ananda's founder, and he edited this book, the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, explained by Yogananda. And he was saying to us that there was a certain time early in the centuries after Christ's birth that the leaders of the church at that time conspired together to eliminate reincarnation from the doctrine of his teachings, Christ's teachings. Christ, in fact, referred to the principles of reincarnation many times through his life, or at least through the portion of his life when he was teaching. So they took it away, and the reason for taking it away is that they were living in darker ages, and people were living with the thought, well, if I don't do it right this time, I'll maybe get it next time, or at least I'll get another chance. So I'm going to just play and have a good time. And they wanted people to live more seriously with the thought that This was their moment. This was the only life they had to live, one life, and that they better get it right. And so they needed to try without thinking that, I'll take care of this at some point in the future. And of course, that's the negative side of this way of thinking, this philosophy, because the other side is to understand that we have done these same things again and again and again, and to realize that it's no fun and we're tired of it. And this time we're going to try to get it right so that we don't have to continue on this wheel of life and death, and we can step off that. And by viewing those who have stepped off the wheel of life, and in the language of Eastern teachings have experienced samadhi, experienced the full divinity within themselves, that they still continue to live life, but they are no longer attached to it. They are no longer needing to, drive themselves to hilarity and be laughing outwardly to experience joy. That it all takes place within where their divinity rests. And so recognizing that it's not as if life ends, it's just that the way we view life ends, the way we live life ends. And instead of living it from the outside in, which is what we tend to do when we don't understand the way life actually works, they are now living life from the inside out. It doesn't require anything outside of themselves to make them happy. It doesn't require anything outside themselves to experience inner joy or to experience true compassion and unconditioned love. That all of these, I'm going to call it the highest within ourselves, so the highest form of experiencing joy and happiness, all of this resides within us. And that's where the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam points us. And in these initial stanzas, describes that wheel of life and death, and therefore paints the picture, creates the roadmap in such a way that we can follow the breadcrumbs, we can follow the rope within the labyrinth that will help lead us back out of the delusion that life is outside of us, and recognize that life rests within us at the center of our soul of divinity, that we are all a spark of that divinity, and that's our true reality. Joy to you, and we'll see you again tomorrow for Paramahansa Yogananda's Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, explained by Paramahansa Yogananda and edited by Swami Kriyananda.